He goes by Mighty Micah, and he's not back to school with his classmates in Rochester this fall.
He's in a hospital room at Mayo Clinic St. Mary's, waiting for the phone call that will change his life. He's our September Kid with Courage.
So there's a lot.
On this day, 198 yellow beads.
198 days.
Since 12-year-old Micah Gatz arrived at Mayo Clinic St. Mary's.
I got all the books over there.
7th grade happening in his hospital room. A picture on his door, the closest he's gotten to being with his class this school year.
All of my schoolwork, and I sit in that chair, usually every day.
When his schoolwork's complete,
I like to play my Zelda game that I got for my birthday.
these days, a trip is a visit to the courtyard under the supervision of a nurse.
That'd be fun. Real grass just feels good.
Any way he can pass the time while he waits on the call.
I'm here because I'm waiting for a heart, and I got on the transplant list.
Micah's parents, Eric and Heather, say Micah's health journey began at a routine checkup when he was just 4 years old. His doctor noticed something while listening to his heartbeat.
It really was just her being extra cautious.
Micah's doctor referred him to Mayo Clinic, where he underwent testing. Doctors decided to compare what they saw at his 4-year appointment to more tests a year later, which led the Gatz family to a diagnosis.
Restrictive cardiomyopathy is what I have.
A disease medical director for pediatric heart failure and heart transplant, Dr. Rebecca Amaduri, says is rare.
His heart muscle is kind of thicker than normal and doesn't relax normally. And over time, he's developed heart failure because of that.
I think we were in shock because in our minds he was still healthy and acting like a normal 5-year-old.
And of course our first thought and first question was, okay, well, what do we do? And when he said the only answer in modern medicine currently is a transplant, that's when both of us, I feel like our hearts sank.
For years, the Gatzes administered medication to Micah at home until earlier this year.
At this point, things have progressed to the point where he's sick enough that he needed to be in the hospital waiting for his transplant to be at that highest priority status to try and get him a heart more quickly.
Living in town, Micah had a day to say goodbye to his classmates and love on his baby brothers before settling into what would become his new normal.
It's hard to have your family split apart and have him being in the hospital.
Some days, he says, are harder than others.
Yeah. Usually when I hit big numbers coming up in 2 days, 200 days, it's just kind of sad.
His family took to calling him Mighty Micah. He finds strength in his faith.
I usually pray a bunch throughout the day. I read the Bible every day.
Refusing to let the bad days win.
He has always taken everything that's come at him in stride.
An amazing kid who lights up every time we walk in the room.
As the days go by, Micah is confident that call will come.
See if I can shuffle it. I haven't shuffled in a while. Thank God for what he's done and go home, go to my bedroom, then spend more time outside than I have been here.
Back with his brothers. His beads, just a reminder of all Mighty Micah has overcome. Dr. Amaduri says people like Mighty Micah are waiting on their hero hearts, and that's why it's so important for people to consider organ donation. We've linked to where you can learn more about this selfless gift at the web version of this story at kttc.com. As always, if there's a kid with courage I should know about, email me at kidswithcourage@kttc.com.